Hey everyone, welcome to the Captain Drone YouTube channel. My name is Steve and I am a drone pilot, but I also drive RC cars. So this really cool high-tech buggy is called the AM-D12, and it's probably the highest tech buggy with the best features you will find in its price range for a vehicle this size. Check this out, even a metal chassis on the bottom. Now a quick word of note, this vehicle was released to the public on August 15th of the year 2023. However, I could not release it then because I was on vacation. So I'm a little late telling you about this vehicle and showing this vehicle to you. However, I'm going to review it today, do a speed test, take it out in some dirt, do some jumps, and we'll see how good it is. Now, if you're not familiar with the Rlaarlo brand name, they make the AK917 car. You know, that's one of the fastest cars you can buy and not super expensive, and everybody in the world went crazy over it. So this is made by them as well and has the same type of technology inside. Let me just show you some simple things on it. When you open it up, look at this. It lifts this way to open up to get inside. They actually have a cage inside, vice just one piece of plastic sitting on top for a cover. Of course, you've got oil-filled shocks all around, and it is four-wheel drive. You have tires that are top-notch, not cheap rubber tires. These tires are the real deal. They're designed not to wear, grip the ground, grip the dirt, as well as there's sway bars on here. So I believe if I whip this around this parking lot, you can't see it, but I'm going to whip it around a parking lot, it should not flip over. It should stay planted on the ground. Also, Rlaarlo is one of the only companies that includes a battery with their cars. So let me go over the features inside. You have a slipper clutch in the back, a brushless motor with a fan. Well, mine's got a fan on it. I think the fan was only given to the first few 500 people who bought this car. I think over 500 have been sold by now. You do have a separate ESC, a separate receiver, and oh, I should mention the ESC 45 amp has a fan on it as well. It's really nice. Metal gear servos for your steering so it doesn't get damaged. A lot of metal parts all around this vehicle. And of course, it is upgradable with more metal parts if you wish. If you want to make the car totally metal, I don't think you really need it. I'm kind of a fan of plastic parts because plastic parts will actually flex and bend. And another sweet feature they added that I like is up here, your bumper for crashing into things. It's actually on a hinge, so you could press this bumper in. I'll show you a close-up of it if you can't see it here, but it flexes and bends, so that's pretty decent. I should also point out too, on the receiver there's extra channels, and on the included remote control that comes with it, there's buttons up here for the extra channels. So if you wanted to plug extra things into those channels, like more lights on the external side of this vehicle or other little things, I don't know, you could control them with these switches. Speaking of lights, it does come with LED lights along the front here. When I plug it in, you'll see them. So I have not taken this for a drive yet, so this is going to be my first time taking it for a drive. I'll give you my thoughts. I'll take it for a speed run. I'll put a GPS on top. I have a Bluetooth GPS here. We'll see how it does. It does come with the 2S battery, as I mentioned, but you can also put a 3S battery in it. Do I have that right side up? 3S battery in it. And I've got several 3S here. I have one that's 100C rating, so this should pump out a lot of power just to see what the top speed is. So let's go. All right, let's get this going. First thing we do is power on our remote. So the remote's powered on. I'll stick you over here. Next, we're going to plug in our battery. Nothing happens because there's a power button here. Press the power button. She comes to life. All right. We are set to rock and roll. All right, the 2S battery's in our little car, so let's just see how it goes here. All right, so 2S battery, it seems to go quite well. Very easy to drive, very easy to control. It drives just as you would expect. It is pretty difficult to flip it over. You would have to turn very sharply and accelerate like crazy to get it to flip. And now let's do the little test where I just check out how straight it drives. So I'm just going to drive it away from me here and drive it over there. Right out of the box, it drives perfectly straight. So the quality control with these guys is awesome. All right, let's go for a speed test. Now for the speed test, it's pretty simple. I'm just going to take this little GPS, stick it on the top. There we go. GPS is up top. We'll turn on the GPS. It's all Bluetooth enabled. It's a Sky RC GPS. I use these in a million videos. Another thing to mention too is on the remote, you do have a throttle control if I can get this open. So mine right now is set to, whoop. Also, don't hit the switch. Don't hit the throttle. Hang on, I gotta go get the car. Oh, you think this was my first time driving an RC car? All right, keep my fingers away from the throttle. So on here, I have a throttle control, and mine right now is set to 75%, so I'm gonna put it at 100%. I want 100% throttle, so that means I'm gonna go as fast as this can possibly go. So we're all good on that. This road goes from here all the way down there. Plenty of space to get a speed test. All right, so the GPS will be recording all this. Turn this car around, we should see the headlights. Here we go. Full speed. Can't go any faster than that, and then slow it down so it doesn't flip. And then bring it back towards me, full speed. It certainly drives straight, look at that. Nice. Okay, that's gonna give us our speed easily. That was top speed both directions. Let's come on over here. I'll hold my camera here, tell it to stop, and I tell it to read. 60 kilometers per hour on the 2S battery, so that's not bad. 60 kilometers an hour is pretty decent. So the next thing to do is to put a 3S battery in here and take it for a run. Stock battery's out, and I'm going to put in my 3S 1500 milliamp hour LiPo battery at 100C. Lots of power on this. 3S power, this baby is going to boogie. Might be a little scary because this is going to go a little bit faster, so I'm just going to give it a little test here. Oh yeah, I'm barely touching the throttle. This one here I have to be a little bit more careful. All right, let's take it back. Take it down. Here we go. Full speed. Oh, it's almost doing a wheelie. Slow it down. Oh my God, it just totally wiped out. I tried to just put the brakes on slowly, but it just went insane. Oh. So over here, the dog bone has come out. More importantly, let's see how that did in the speed. So I'm gonna hit stop. Did I get up to my 70? It says 82 kilometers per hour. Maybe that was a problem. I was going way too fast on that 3S battery. Yikes. Now you have a good picture of what happened. So you can see all of these joints and linkages popped out. But the cool thing is everything is like a ball joint right here. So they all snap back together. All right, we're out again with our little guy. I put the 2S battery back in it, so it's not gonna go too wild out on the dirt, but I will put the 3S in it in a bit. And I also brought my little jump. Okay, I'm on 2S and I'm on 100%, so let's see how it goes out in the dirt here. I've got a DJI Mini 3 Pro up in the sky filming me here, so you're gonna see this thing whipping around. It does wheelies. This is on 2S too. Look at this. So it is a buggy, so it's designed to go off-road. The grass is soaking wet, so you can see water squirting up everywhere, but it is waterproof. And the grass acts as a braking system, but this seems to have no issue. This is on 2S. There we go. Let me just whip it down here and I'll just show you the speed. Here we go, full speed. This is what it looks like. That's 2S, full speed. So they say in the box that if you drive this on the included 2S battery and you don't go full blast all the time, you should get 20 minutes of run time. Getting kind of dirty because of all the water and grass over there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the 3S battery in it and try that again. There she goes. Next, I'm going to try some jumps going off the ramp. I'm going to take my little DJI Mini 3 Pro and circle the ramp. Oh, so it takes jumps. It's very well balanced. Let's try it right off the bat. See if I can do a backflip. I took out the GoPro again. So I know it jumps well. Let's try not to crash into the GoPro again. Whoa, does a few backflips there. That was nice. So it's obviously a vehicle that has no issues with jumping. Actually, what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to give it some height. A little bit of height. I'll give it a little bit of distance here to get some height. The car is so wet, the wheels are so wet that it's hard to get traction and keep it going straight to go on the ramp. Coming at the Mini. All right, next thing I want to show you is what comes in the box when you get this baby, so check this out. This is the box the AM-D12 comes in. You will note it does come in 3 different color schemes. I have the yellow and red version. Items found in the box include the instruction manual, a set of droop screws to adjust your suspension height, wheel wrench, body clips and Allen keys, wheel inside hex nuts, USB battery charger, as well as a 2800 mAh 2S LiPo battery. Some of you will receive an external motor cooling fan, as well as metal replacement parts. A 4-channel RC car transmitter is included. It does have a range of 150 meters. It does take 4 AA batteries to power it. However, if you have a battery that has a JST connector, you can plug in an external battery. And finally, we have the AM-D12, which is built on a metal frame. Also, you do get 1 spare tire. The metal shock absorbers are filled with oil. You'll note the cabin has 2 drivers. The roll cage is built on a hinge for easy access. To reduce damage, the bumper is bendable. Once you plug in a battery, 2S or 3S, simply press the power button and everything comes to life. You'll note the wheels have proportional steering and you have beautiful LED lights on the hood. Final thoughts on this car? Well, it's really good. It's really good for the price, and the price you'll be amazed. It's under $200 US. You get an awful lot for under $200 US. So if you're looking at getting a really good quality RC car, this is the one to get. All right, there's lots of reviews on this car already since it came out on August 15th. If you're not convinced by my review, then go check out the other ones. But if you want to check out how much it costs, I tell you, it's very inexpensive. And they do sell tons of parts. Rlaarlo is one of the few companies on the internet that supports all their vehicles with tons of parts. So if you break anything, you can always buy parts. Anyways, the links to this car are below. Go check it out and see if it's the car for you. I think it's pretty cool. I really like this one. So if you have any questions on this baby, post them below and I'll get back to you. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and I'll catch you in a future review with many more product reviews. Until then, I say bye.